Hi everyone, it's Ashley. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today. So guys, I wanted to come in tonight. I have just a few more Christmas crafts I want to get done. So these are still kind of a few things for my home. I have like a little gift set I want to get done, and then I do have a gift. I said in my last Christmas video, I made and filmed my ornament video. I wasn't sure though if I was gonna post it or not, and I'm still not exactly sure if I am, but I did want to show you guys how some of those ornaments came out and kind of the direction that I went this year with them. So this is just one here, and for these I painted the back of them just with like a mixture of pink and white to give it a little bit of like a tie-dye watercolor effect. And then this is that matte opal vinyl that I got from Hobby Lobby. So this came out really cute and I was happy with them. I Mod Podged the back, but I did some of them in blue and I really wasn't happy with the blue. And then some of the pink ones, they were okay, but this is really the only one that I was like super happy with. So I will be using this one. And then for some of the other ones, I took some white chalk paint and just watered it down. And then I just kind of like splattered it on the back so that it kind of gave you I was going for the effect of snow. I don't know if I was successful in that, but that was my idea. And then like for this one, I just put drink and be merry, and then I just put a little ribbon hanger, and then this is gonna go like around the neck of a wine bottle, and then this will be going to my neighbor for neighbor gifts. Then I have this one here just for a friend of mine that got married this year. So it just says Merry and Married, and how cute is that? I loved it. And I just put again on a little ribbon hanger, and that's how that one came out. And then this is the same sentiment as the other one. It's just the snow background with that Be Jolly, but in a pink. And then I just did a little trio of pastel ribbon here for the hanger. So like I said, these are just 4 that I wanted to show you guys that I will definitely be using this year, giving out. I wasn't really happy with how a lot of the other ones came out, but hopefully you can get just a little inspiration from them. So that's those. Let's go ahead and start with our crafting for tonight. We have a lot to get done. Okay, just bringing in all of my vinyl pieces here. I'm going to go ahead and burnish the back. I did go ahead and get everything cut out for us tonight. I figured we could just get started here. I will just start with this red, and actually I'm glad I picked this one first because this has one of our larger pieces on it, so I can cut a piece of transfer tape if I don't have a scrap, and then that way I can use it for the rest of my projects. All of my projects tonight are pretty small. They're just little things that I needed to get done. However, they need to get done, and I think that they will still make a huge impact. So I personally love projects like that. I love, you know, minimal effort with a large payout is kind of my go-to. So with that in mind, these are just little things that I thought would really be nice to kind of dress up a few ideas that I had. Now, I know that I have a little star here. Yep. So I did miss my little star. So I'm just going to come in. I thought that I may have. So just saving that. I'm just going to kind of put it back here for now. If I need to move it, I will. Because for this design, we're going to do a little layering. So it might end up mattering where that star goes. But for now, I'm just gonna lay it there. Let's go ahead and grab our middles. And as you guys can see, I used a scrap piece for this. And let me tell you, I came into my craft room today. I started getting everything cut out. And I had a very specific idea for most everything we are gonna be crafting tonight. So I kind of picked my designs, and like I said, I had a very clear idea of what I wanted to do and what direction I wanted to go in. And let me tell you, I came in, I sat down, I got all of my designs picked out, and I just knew exactly what colors I wanted, and I went to go start loading my mats and kind of get to cutting, and wouldn't you know, this was the last little piece of this red that I had. And I needed a lot more for what I had planned tonight, but you know, that is okay. I had to run in a different direction with one of my projects, and I hope that it comes out just as cute as I was kind of expecting. And I don't see any reason why not. Instead of the red, I went with a pink, which, you know, is typically kind of my go-to anyways. I just am kind of really feeling the traditional colors this year for Christmas. Normally, I do not go traditional with my colors at all. Like I said, my number one color is pink. So I typically do a lot of pink and mint and golds for Christmas. However, this year, I will tell you, I am kind of just really, really feeling the kind of traditional green and red that I think most of us kind of grew up on, or at least I did. So I've just been having a lot of fun with that this year. This is kind of different for me. I don't know, I'm really, really liking it. And I have to tell you, I have been so inspired by my Christmas crafts. And not only by my Christmas crafts, but like, man, you guys have really super inspired me. And all I can say is thank you for that. It really does inspire me, and I am so grateful when you guys kind of give me feedback and tell me what you would do differently or what you enjoyed. I have to tell you, I have gotten such great feedback from my Christmas videos. I am just in the Christmas spirit, let me tell you. I could be a little Christmas elf at this point. So just kind of weeding and transferring my first design here. I will tell you, when I first saw this design, I absolutely knew that I had to cut it. However, originally I kind of wanted to do it more in a very light gray color, only because I wanted to really leave this up after Christmas, and I kind of wanted this to almost maybe be a permanent piece of decor in my home. Because although this is a great reminder for the Christmas season, I think it is also just a beautiful design in general. And this is absolutely something that I think is just so cute and I would absolutely love to have in my home. But I decided that I would keep it Christmas for now. And, you know, if it is something that I decide that I want to have up year round, I will just remove this and simply go back in and cut it in more of a neutral color for my home. Because I will tell you, this red is not a signature color in my home normally. So I would go with something a lot lighter typically, but you know, in the name of Christmas, I did want to keep this very seasonal. However, do not be surprised if you see this design again on my channel, as I have a feeling I will be making this over to make it a little more year-round appropriate. This blank has also become one of my favorite blanks. I just love how classy this looks and classic. I love these scalloped edges, and I'll leave the video up in the corner here. I actually did this as a DIY for Halloween, I believe, and I didn't really expect for this to become like a permanent in my home. It was kind of a happy accident situation. So let me tell you, this has become one of my favorite blanks, and I am in love with this design. Like I said, you will probably see this design again. We will probably be making this exact sign over and make it a little more year-round appropriate, but how cute. I love it. So guys, there's our first craft. Let's go ahead and move on. I'm going to bring in my little cup cradle here, and on my cup cradle, I just have this little mug. Just bringing in my Cricut tray to grab a alcohol swab. I will quickly just wipe this down, make sure my surface area is nice and clean. That way, hopefully our vinyl will lay down very nicely for us. Now, I have to tell you guys, I am not the best at kind of layering vinyl. However, I saw this design and I really, really wanted to make it. So here we are, and I'm going to try layering vinyl with you guys. So we'll see how it comes out. Now, before I do that, actually, I have a scrap piece of transfer tape here, but I need to like grab all my other pieces, right? So I have a little bit in green here. I have this pink piece and then a gold piece. So let's go ahead and also get these weeded. How are you guys feeling about Christmas crafting? Are you in the spirit yet? Are you getting there? Are you somewhere in between? I'm just gonna check this. A beautiful subscriber reminded me to not crumple this up until I was sure I had all my pieces. And I promised her that I would try to remember. So here I am trying to remember, because let me tell you, it is such a bad habit. As soon as I get this piece of vinyl off, the first thing I want to do is crumple it up. So I have been trying to be mindful of that. So just getting our last little piece here. I just cut out, it was actually like kind of designed like this in Design Space, right? So all of the letters were kind of a different color. Then you just decide, you know, what colors you want to do. I do have my design up in front of me in Design Space. This little star got a little wonky when I was weeding it, and I wasn't sure where it goes. It does go down a little further down here somewhere. So I'm just going to kind of move that down there for now. And then what I'm going to do is, looking at my design, this is one word here and it's at the top. So I think starting there is going to be my best bet. So I'm just going to lay down a scrap piece of transfer tape, but I am going to really focus on my lines here. I'm going to try to get my lines on my transfer tape as straight as I can, because that really will help me in my placement, right? So now just coming in, I'm going to trim as close to my design as I can. And I'm also going to try to just get really, really straight lines. Also, guys, a cup cradle will also really, really help you. I cannot tell you how long I went with like just using a mouse or anything I had close by and just grabbing it and trying to get it to sit still, which you absolutely can. Let me tell you, I did that for years, but I will also tell you, having a cup cradle is very, very nice. So just kind of bringing this in, I know that this is going to be the top of my design here. So I want to leave enough room for my recipient to drink, but also being mindful, right, of where my design's ending. So that looks great. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys about the mug. I meant to, and I've totally forgot. So this mug, I will show you in just a second. I got this mug at the Dollar Tree, okay? So this mug was $1.25, and it is a nice, substantial mug. As you can see, I didn't need to put relief cuts in this because it has a fairly straight kind of wall to it. So it gives you a nice area. And then what I really liked was the detailing at the top. It's hard for me to get it on camera, but it just has this really pretty, very subtle gold rim on it at the top. So for me, I absolutely love those little touches that kind of just bring everything together, right? And then I add my little vinyl, and it's just chef's kiss. It looks so nice. And I always think it just, when you can just get something that adds just a little something to your design, it is so cute. So next, I'm going to go with my pink, only because it's kind of the start of my second word, and then it's also the end of my third word. So I kind of want to line this up with my U, and then I think that that will help me then line up my second one. Just looking at my design, I'm just trying to see how much spacing is between these letters, and it's really, really not a lot. So that looks just about good. Okay, that looks nice, perfect. And I'm just gonna burnish this down with my fingers. I do not think it's gonna take a lot for this to stick. And also, I have a while before I'm going to gift this. So this will have time to cure. So I'm not worried about, you know, getting it super down right away, right? So just bringing in our next little color here. And then I'm going to bring up my design once more just to see kind of where this F sits in relation to the U. And then that will help me line it up. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Nice. Okay, so I think it's looking pretty good. Like I told you guys, I am not one to layer. I have done it a couple times and I mean, it's okay. I don't think I'm the best at it, but I really, really wanted to try again, and I wanted to really make this mug for the person I have in mind. So with that being said, there's only one thing to do, and that was try it again. And here I am. And I think it's going pretty good. Okay, and there's our last little color. Yeah, I think that actually went a lot better than I had been anticipating. So just like that, you know, don't be scared to try something. And with that being said, I need to take my own advice because I was scared to try layering again. And I think it came out super cute. So I was like afraid for nothing. This is how my little mug came out. I think it's so, so sweet. And like I said, I used gold. I used that red. I used my Christmas green and then a pink. And then I really wanted to use the gold just because that gold then ties in with the gold rim here. And how sweet is that? I love it. Sorry it's so reflective. I am not the best with the lighting. However, I hope that you can really see how beautiful this is. So cute. I love it. All right, guys, let's move on. Okay, I'm going to bring in my Easy Press Mini because my next couple projects here iron on. I just have this little scrap piece of wood. The last time I made it over was for Halloween. It had the little ghost on it. It said spooky season and it was super cute. I put this in the kitchen next to like the coffee maker and like our little coffee station. So it's just a little sign, and I put something usually like a little more cutesy and just playful. So in the morning when I'm super tired and cranky and I just want to be left alone, I can see a cute little message and hopefully not be a terror, right? At least that was my intention. Just bringing in some transfer tape. Now the top of this, I wanted to originally cut out of the maroon color for Christmas. However, like you guys saw and like I said, I totally ran out of that color. I did not have enough. So no problem. I just changed gears and I decided to cut it out of a iron-on. So no problem there. So I just have two little designs on here that we will get weeded out really quickly. And I just want to put my iron-on down first, because I don't want to lay down my adhesive vinyl and then have to go over it with heat, right? I would rather lay down my heat transfer vinyl first and then get that all laid down and then be done with the heat and then go in with my adhesive vinyl and then just lay that down and not have to worry about burning it, right? So that's just kind of my reasoning. If you have a different reasoning or a better reasoning, I don't particularly think it matters. Just be careful not to burn your adhesive vinyl, okay? Just weeding out my little design here. Now, my other little design, I think is a solid, maybe his little ear. Yeah, my other one's just a little solid one, so no problem. I will just quickly cut these apart. Let's just trim around our design here. So hopefully we can just get really nice placement for our little sign. Okay. And then I'm just going to kind of see where I want this. And then this is going to go here. So I think that looks good. I might bring it up just a little. I think that looks nice. Let me see if it is straight. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I just have my Easy Press Mini on medium heat, which is the second wavy line. And I'm just going to come in and quickly lay this down. I do not foresee this taking much heat. This is also just a piece of wood that I found that I did apply I think 1 coat of chalk paint to, just a pink chalk paint. So just keeping that in mind, I want to be mindful, not keeping my easy press on the wood itself for too long. Okay, so I think that's just about laid down. We'll give that just a minute to cool down. While that cools down, I'm just gonna bring in my other little iron-on project here. Now, you guys may laugh at me, or you may completely understand the tags on this side, so I'm just gonna flip it over here. So like I said, you guys may laugh or you may completely understand. I got this towel last year at Target in their Target dollar spot. It was, you know, in a 2-pack, it was $5. And I absolutely loved the color. I love the plaid with the really light green, and then it has a dark green, and then like a pink and a red. And I just fell in love with the colors, right? I am a sucker for colors. So with that in mind, I had this on our oven last year, and you know, all season I said, I really want to put a little reindeer on this towel. I really want to put a little reindeer on this towel. And I will tell you that Christmas came and went, and I never put a little reindeer on this towel. So I was very intentional to pack my little towel up, and I said, you know what? Next year I will bring it out and I will put a little reindeer on my towel. So I apologize, you will not be able to find this exact towel, I'm sure, in Target this year. However, this is just an idea, right? You take any towel you have in your closet right now, you take any towel you find in the store that you like, and guess what? Add a little reindeer to it, right? Why not? So I'm just gonna bring this in, constantly moving my mini. I'm gonna do about 30 seconds. And I can see now it looks like the little ear of the reindeer was supposed to be weeded, which I kind of thought it might have been, but that is a-okay. I'm not too worried about it. I specifically went for more of a like filled in reindeer, so you could be very intentional about what it was. So I'm not mad about the ears, but just keep that in mind. If you do want to recreate this, his ears are supposed to be weeded. So we will just set this to the side. Let me bring back in my little wood piece here. Oh, that laid down perfectly. Okay, so then just bringing in my little bottom half here. And then this is adhesive vinyl, so I'm just going to take and lay it down, knowing that I don't have as much grace as I did with the iron-on. So just trying to get this as lined up as I can. And I think that looks just about good. And then I'll just set it down, burnish it with my fingers, bring in my scraper here. And there we go. How cute is this? Oh my gosh, I love it. And like I said, this is just gonna go right by my little coffee maker by our coffee station. And what a great reminder every morning when I go to make a cup of coffee, right? I love it. All right, let's move on. Just bring it back in my little towel. Let's see how he laid down. Oh, he laid down so sweet. I love him. Oh, how cute. I love him. So I will tell you, this will not go in my kitchen. This will probably go in my bathroom, and I'll just use it like as a little hand towel for decoration. But let me tell you, it was worth a year's wait. I love it. It is so cute. All right, guys, let's move on. So bringing in my last little trio of crafts here, I will tell you that I originally wanted to do this design in the red. That was my original idea, and I just could not get it to fit. I did not have enough of it, and I just could not finagle it. At the end of the day, I decided to do my little church scene out of the red instead, and I went with this pink color for this. Now, what this is this here is just a picture. It was $5 at Walmart in their kind of like dollar section. So this is, like I said, just a picture. It has these really pretty green Christmas trees on it. with the really pretty green handle. It is like ceramic, and it is a really, really nice size. It's very heavy, very substantial. So matching with that is a little Christmas bell. This was $3 in the same section, and it matches that picture perfectly. And then last but not least, this is just a little, says soup bowl, and it was also $3. And this is how it looks. It has those same little trees, but these are like kind of etched in the green color, and it is ceramic. It's beautiful. My idea here was, I'm gonna be pushing my cup cradle here. Let's see, oh my gosh. I was gonna say, I'm not sure it's gonna be able to handle this picture, but oh my goodness, it works, perfect. Let's see if this long, yeah, this is gonna work perfectly. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring in this scrap piece of transfer tape. I'm gonna lay it over this long word that I have, and then I'm gonna cut, because I don't wanna pick up any of my little circles yet. I have the little tail of the Y hanging off here, so I'm just gonna bring in another piece of transfer tape and just put it right over my Y, and then I'm gonna burnish this down. Now this is a very, very thin, tiny, delicate font, so be careful when you're dealing with such. My idea for this was to kind of bring this in here. Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay. Just kind of bring this in here like this. And I wanted to kind of nestle this Y in between. There we go. Just like that. Perfect. Oh, wow. That laid down just where I wanted it to. So nice when that happens. Actually, let me burnish this because I should have taken an alcohol swab to this. I forgot. But if you are deciding to do this at home, please use an alcohol swab first. I'm sure this is pretty dirty, but you know, I'll survive. That placement was exactly what I was hoping for, so I'm really happy with that. Now, my next idea was to then come in, let's see. I'm gonna grab a smaller piece of scrap transfer tape here. Now, my next idea to kind of bring this little trio together, right? Because I plan to use this as a gift. So I want this to kind of tie together, right? And I want it to look like it goes together, and not necessarily like I bought it this way, but I want them to coordinate. So once again, my cup cradle coming in clutch, so nice. I'm simply gonna kind of pick up these circles and lay them one by one. Now, I will tell you, I cut the circles a little larger than I intended to. So I would have, if I could do this over, I would probably cut them just a little smaller. But I mean, at the same time, that's personal preference, right? You know, there's no right or wrong size, but just something to note. So I'm just gonna kind of go around. I don't know how many circles I cut. I think maybe like 20, 15, 20 maybe. I'm just gonna go around and kind of place these. I do want to be mindful to kind of get them at the top and bottom, so that way it seems a little more intentional that they're supposed to be there. Now, my idea for this is not for her to use it like as an actual soup dish. My idea is for her to use this like to put a candle in, and I have a candle that I'm going to gift her inside of this. So that is the idea. So I will be mindful to tell her that, you know, this cannot be used in the microwave. It cannot go in the dishwasher and whatnot. Okay, so that's where I'm kind of landing with this, and that's how it came out. I think that that is so cute, and I'll try to show you guys the trio here in a second. And then my last cutie pie here is this little bell. Like I said, the size of my circle's wrong, and I think I also got the size of my date wrong here, my year. But I'm gonna bring it in and see. If it is a little too big, I think I'm gonna go ahead and either just leave it off or recut it. You guys let me know what you think, but let's see how this looks and then we can kind of decide. So my idea was to put it up here, like on the white part, because it was going to be out of that red and I just really like that contrast. However, now that I have it out of this lighter pink, I actually think that I like it better like this. And I'm going to put like one of the Christmas trees in the circle, in the 0, just like that. And I think that's super cute. Okay, so I think that might have worked out better than I thought. How cute is that? That really came out super cute. And I just thought, like, I literally just remembered that I forgot to use rubbing alcohol, and then I proceeded to still forget to use rubbing alcohol. But guys, use rubbing alcohol on your blanks before you put any vinyl on them. It will help you, okay? So this is everything. I don't know if I can show you. Let's see if I can get everything. So this is the little set. So now for $11, I now have a personalized little set. Like I said, I'm just gonna set a candle in the soup bowl that I already have on hand. I think this is just such a sweet little hostess gift for a Christmas party. I think that's everything. So let me bring everything back in and we will see what we got done today. Okay guys, and just like that, we have 7 more Christmas crafts done. I cannot believe just how much fun I'm truly having with this. I want to thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I truly hope that you are really inspired by what I'm making and what I'm bringing to you. I appreciate every single person that clicks on my video, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye.